first things first, can anyone tell me, what is a pumpkin? Are pumpkins a fruit or a vegetable? Pumpkins are actually a fruit. They're a type of squash and a member of the cucurbita family. Can you say cucurbita with me? Cucurbita. But just like your family, you have brothers and sisters with different names. In the cucurbita family, the brothers and sisters can include squash, cucumbers, watermelon, cantaloupe, and many, many others. Now, what color are pumpkins? You may have said orange, and that is correct. However, pumpkins come in many different colors like white, blue, red, brown, and many others. Also, they come in many different sizes, from super big to super small, to round to long. Did you know the biggest pumpkin ever grown was 2,500 pounds? That's more than what a cow weighs. Check out these cool pictures of my friend Brandon of pumpkins that he's grown. Look how big they are. There are many different types of pumpkins and they all look different, just like you and me. Pumpkins originated in Central America and have grown in America for over 5,000 years. Native Americans used to use pumpkins in their daily diet because of how nutritious they are. Now that we know what pumpkins are, let's figure out how pumpkins grow. Pumpkins are grown in the ground and have long, sprawling vines that cover the soil. Pumpkin seeds can be planted in the ground in Florida around July and will sprout little plants in 7 to 10 days. Can anyone tell me what a pumpkin plant needs to grow? Just like you and me, we need important things to grow big and tall. Plants need sun, water, and nutrients to grow. Without these things, pumpkins will not be able to grow big and strong and produce pretty pumpkins we see during fall. Once the pumpkin plant sprouts, it will produce leaves and vines growing along the soil. Next, yellow flowers will appear, which are called blossoms. A pumpkin plant has both female and male blossoms, but only a female blossom produces a pumpkin. The male blossom has pollen that needs to get to the female blossom to produce a tiny fruit. The pumpkin plant can't move pollen all on its own from a male blossom to a female blossom, so it needs help from pollinators. Does anyone know what a pollinator is? A pollinator is a flying insect that carries pollen from a male blossom to a female blossom. An example of a pollinator is a bee. Whoa! Look out, here comes Mr. Bee. Mr. Bee will go to a male blossom and rub its little body all over the male blossom and collect pollen. Then Mr. Bee will go over to a female blossom and rub off all the pollen onto the female blossom. Once this happens, the female blossom can start producing a small pumpkin. The pumpkin will grow until it's ready to pick. Do you know the parts of the pumpkin? We have the stem, which is connected to the plant, and how all the good nutrients get to the pumpkin as it grows. We have the pumpkin skin, which is on the outside and protects the pumpkin. We have the flesh, which is inside the pumpkin and is super slimy. And then we have the seeds. If you have ever carved a pumpkin, you know that there are lots of seeds inside a pumpkin. Farmers can use these seeds to plant pumpkins the next year. We will pick pumpkins in October when they are bright orange in color, depending on the type we planted. Now that the pumpkins have grown, been pollinated by Mr. Bee, and produced a pretty pumpkin, they are ready to harvest. But what can we use pumpkins for? We can use the harvested pumpkins for decorations, making jack-o'-lanterns, or even eating.